Hello and welcome to A VO's Journey. Today's Friday. It's a special edition. I usually do Fiverr Fridays, but today I want to do a special edition of the A VO's Journey show because I think there's some big news and I think that, we need to talk about it. All right. So if you're new here, this show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. It is Friday, the 10th of September. And if you are new, please hit that like and subscribe button, as well as checking out A VO's Journey Elite Academy. If you are new to voiceover, or you are starting to grow your business, or trying to get more work, that is a perfect place for you. We meet 4 times a week. You'll absolutely love it. We're helping a lot of people. So thrilled. There'll be a link below for you to check it out if you're interested. All right, so the special edition today, I want to talk to you about something that just happened. I put a podcast out 2 days ago, right after the news had come out that Backstage purchased Voice 123. And, I think it's not just big news being the fact that Voice 123 really was the first pay-to-play website. It was started in 2003. And, it did help to spawn a new type of, voiceover casting and work, online. And, then sites followed later like voices.com. And then, of course, Upwork. And eventually, Fiverr started in 2011. So, this is a big deal, not only because Backstage, which is a massive company, that deals with lots of different actors, right? TV, film, stage. It also deals with technicians. It deals with the performance industry. Now they've acquired, not only they acquired Mandy earlier, but like I said in my podcast, but they also now have Voice 123 and some other companies. And the reason why I think this is big news, not just because they purchased Voice 123, but I think because, many years now, we've been saying, I've been saying, a lot of us have been saying, hey, listen, there's a large part of the voiceover industry that still, feels that, these online casting sites are not the place to be. And, that they're degrading the industry. And, we all have our opinion, and that is okay, right? It's okay to whatever you feel and whatever you want to do. That's what I love about business. You can decide to do it. But I think, with this news, I think it is evident now more than ever that, there are opportunities that are available online for us voice actors, okay, through these casting sites, like pay-to-play sites, like Fiverr, like Upwork. All right. And it's interesting, in different parts of your career and your journey, you're going to be at different levels, right? You're going to you got to start somewhere. And then as you grow, you move on to, different pastures, right? I mean, this is a part of life. It's a part of everything we do growing up. It's part of business, all that stuff. So I think that, that's one of those things that with this, acquisition, and with everything going on right now, especially with the growth of Fiverr, it's important to think about. Also, you got to think LinkedIn, right? When LinkedIn came out with those news, which don't forget about LinkedIn and Microsoft when they came out with those news about trying to, upend or trying to compete with Fiverr when they launch their services to all those businesses, people on LinkedIn could offer services through LinkedIn, right? People could go on and buy their services from LinkedIn because they see what Fiverr's doing, and everybody's moving to this Fiverr model of purchasing online. And, there's still different ways that you can do it. But the idea is because Fiverr is pretty much the largest one, and the amount of traffic, right? The amount of eyeballs it has, it's important that we build in these opportunities into our business. And I think what I said a couple years ago it was interesting because I always had conversations with people who say, I just don't know about Fiverr, and it's not a good place to go. It's degrading the industry, and then I'd have other conversations with people say, hey, I don't understand why people don't are so angry at Fiverr. People are making a lot of money on the platform, and everybody's got their own thing, right? And but I think the conversation would inevitably go to, listen, there is a large amount of the voiceover population that's not on that platform, right, and not on these platforms. And we've seen over the last year and a half, especially because of COVID, an incredible jump in the amount of people that are joining these platforms, including Fiverr. When I started Fiverr about 4 years ago, they had about 6,000, 7,000 gigs up on Fiverr for voiceover. Now, I think it's like 26,000. Okay, 26,000 different options for voiceover alone on Fiverr. And you got to think that that's the tip of the iceberg. So if you are not on these platforms, and listen, you may not even want to join Fiverr, that's okay, but you've got to, you don't have to do anything, but, I ask that if you're interested in growing your business, right, you should really think about, gosh, where are there opportunities? Okay, it might not be a place where you get, a job with, Ford or something, although more and more are starting to go through sites like that. But there's a place where you can make money so that you can have a nice, comfortable living. You know what I mean? And on top of that, still work in other places where there's other opportunities. I just think that this is the time that if you have not yet got onto these platforms and started really putting time and effort into them, you're going to be behind the 8 ball very quickly, because a lot of people are going to start jumping into this because they're realizing, listen, this is no joke. These companies are massive. They're not rinky-dink companies. They're massive with a lot of money behind them. And, you can play the game forever that you're, going to die on that hill. You know what I mean? And that's okay. But, you think about it, some people, Voice 123 started in 2003. We're coming up on 20 years since that pay-to-play started. And there are still people who are fighting the fight. And I get it, but this is not slowing down. It's getting faster and bigger and growing more. So this is the opportunity. This is your time to use these platforms for your benefit, right? Oh, look at that. He heard platforms. This is my cat, Captain. It was all planned. No, it's not all planned. He just had to come up. See, like, he's done with me now. He had to come up and say hello. Anyways, these platforms are prime for you to join and make money on as you see fit. And the great thing is like on Fiverr especially, you can charge what you want to charge. But you can charge as much money as you want. It's not $5. Okay, you don't have to do that. That was years and years ago. That's changed. Yeah, you could